If you're new here, hi, my name is Shelly. Yesterday, I used this Constellation palette to Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Constellation palette, and I think I used this color called Asteroid Universal, Mars, for sure Venus, Celestial, and then a little bit of this retrograde under my lower lash line. And you guys, I got so many compliments on it. I got the gal that cut my hair. She was like, wow, I love your eyeshadow. Like, whoever gets that, you know, just like in public. My son liked it. He's almost 16. He complimented me on it. My husband did. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back into this. I wasn't going to do 3 looks with this one palette, but now I'm going to, because I want to see, is it just a one and done, or can I get a couple other different looks? I'm scared of this yellow. That's out of my comfort zone. I kind of like this sort of teal colored green. There's some other fun colors in here. Sorry, this is being filmed on day 2. I did try to use the same amount of, or the same kind of face stuff that I did yesterday, so we'd have consistency. I also wanted to try this again. So I did use their Pore Blur primer. I don't know how I feel about it. And then I used the Conceal and Hydrate foundation. And I did go back in with both of the new concealers that I received. And I think, are they both Conceal and Hydrate? Conceal and Define and Conceal and Hydrate. This whole like little collection here. I have used the Makeup Revolution foundations and primers in the past. I noticed them in my drawer when I was putting stuff away earlier, because I've got a little bit of a chaos thing going on here. I think I have to compare the two. So doing this day 2, yesterday I put it on, I applied it with a brush. Noticed that it wasn't really melting into my skin very much at all, so I went over with Tati's Blendiful. I did notice that I got some creping around my nose with foundation, which was kind of weird, and at the bottom of my eyelids, which was really strange, because normally I don't notice that, but I also don't normally drag it up too high either. I think because it said hydrate, I was like, well, I'm gonna try it. Today I tried it with a damp beauty sponge. I don't know that it went off any better, so I might try it with my fingers next time and see if I can't get it to look more like skin instead of just sort of sitting on the top of my skin. I feel like it looks like I have makeup on. I don't normally notice pores like here, but sometimes when I have makeup that's like sitting on top of it, it almost looks like the pore is a lighter color. That is just so weird to me. So I don't know. You guys are gonna have to tell me what you think of the Makeup Revolution foundations, because right now I don't know that I love it. And then I used the same blush that I used yesterday, I used the same bronzer I used yesterday. I still like this combination. I think that actually was a win for me. The lip combination that I used was not Makeup Revolution. Let's do cool first, and then we'll end with warm. You guys okay with that? So I'm gonna speed you up, play some music. I'll be right back. You guys too far away? I'm gonna bring you in closer. I have never in my life done a look so 80s inspired before. On one hand, I'm like, okay, I mean, it's bright, it's colorful, it's got this purpley, tealy, navy thing going on, and I don't frankly hate it. I'm trying to decide, and this is where you guys are gonna have to help me out here, I'm trying to decide if I'd actually leave the house with eyeshadow like this. Maybe, I mean, if I were doing something super fun and fresh, I mean, clearly not work related, maybe kind of date night. I don't know. I mean, this is not my normal neutrals. This is not my normal warm colors. Let me back up here. Formula wise, most of it was pretty darn good. There are two colors in here. This blue right here called Night Sky, which I used, and then this blue called Neptune. When I swatched them, they darn near look like the same color. And that was weird. I wasn't really expecting that. So I ended up going with Night Sky to kind of line a little bit. It shifted more purplish on my lids. I mean, it definitely had that kind of violet look, which I thought ended up working pretty well for the look I was going for. This teal colored called Saturn, I really like it. I just don't know how I would wear it. Maybe I'll bore you guys and do two more looks because I'm feeling slightly inspired here. I do feel like this went on super creamy and it was saturated, and all of these colors so far are very pigmented. I'm not disappointed with the formulas in any of them. I haven't tried them all yet. All right, we're gonna take this off. I'm gonna come back with another look. Back with look number 3. I'm gonna do a fourth one. I think less shocking than that teal just kind of all over my mobile lid, because I really kind of ombreed it out with this shade Fractal. I used Fractal, and then I just kept Saturn just on the center of my lid, and then I blended it with Neptune, this other blue that I wasn't sure if it was a dupe for Nightfall. I ended up taking Cluster below my lower lash line and then continued that in with that Night Sky again, just to kind of give it that sort of cohesive, dramatic look. This would be okay with a mask, I think, because boy, all the attention's on the eyes. I think the blue is really pretty with the brown eyes. I think it makes it pop. I did continue to use this color Asteroid and the shade Universal as my transition shades. You know what? I like this look maybe just a tinge better than the other one. I feel like it's slightly more subdued, not quite as bold, but this palette has me feeling all kinds of 80s vibes, especially that last look really felt throwback. Dynasty, I I don't know, I think I've mentioned that before, blue eyeshadow and stuff like that. Do I like this look? Yeah, and I think because when my eyes are open, you don't see crazy colors, and it's not until I really blink that you get the full effect of that lighter color. I think with the light and the dark, it, I don't know, just gives some good dimension, and I actually really like the look. I promised a warm look. I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna come back in with one more look. I feel like there's a few shades in here I haven't tried yet. There's a couple shades I'm probably not gonna be able to try today, but I'm trying to get through all of them, so let me see what I can come up with. I'll be right back. Look number 4. Was I intending to do 4 looks with this palette? No, I was not. And this is warmer, which is what I wanted it to be. Makeup Revolution. This is not a hugely expensive brand. I have bought Makeup Revolution products at Ulta before, and during this whole coronavirus lockdown thing, of course, it gave me ample time to go through the Makeup Revolution's website, and I can't remember, I think that's where I purchased this, was off of their website. I was drawn to the bright, bold colors, and there is a lot of bright, bold color looks you can do with this. You guys, this yellow down here, this gold, is super metallic. It's called Solar Harp over here. I guess that's Constellation, maybe, Harp. Anyway, color Harp is a beautiful, almost bronze, like a lighter bronze glitter. Pressed glitter. It came across very glittery on my lid, although when I swatch it, it's not horribly so. It's actually just a really beautiful bronze. I can see how you might want to use this on other parts of your body too. I'm trying to think of the colors that I didn't actually use. So I started trying to use this Mercury color as a lower lash line, but my problem with that color, I think it's kind of a duochrome, and it does shift a little brown, but it is very blue, like a navy, kind of almost a teal. I think I used just about every color. Maybe I didn't use Dimension. That's the only one. Jupiter, maybe. Jupiter and Dimension, because I opted for this Venus color instead yesterday. Anyway, the colors are much brighter in the pan. They have a lot of fun colors in here, and that's the challenge with this palette. This is a fun palette. I think to make it a perfect palette for me, I would give myself a couple more transition shades, like matte transition shades. This color down here, I used it on every single lid look that I did today, and it doesn't give me much of color or anything at all. I think I just mainly used it just to set down the eyelid primer that I used. Plus, it made a good upper brow bone kind of like buffering shade. It didn't give me a ton of highlight, but it did soften any kind of rough edges, so I enjoyed that about it. Maybe a darker chocolate brown, like we've got this, which is almost like a burgundy brown. I would have maybe gone with maybe a cooler toned kind of chocolate brown in addition to a couple transition shades, and then it would be a phenomenal palette. The quality of this I'm not disappointed with. You guys, I like Makeup Revolution. I said it. I like this look. I'm excited to have this on for the rest of the day. Is it my most creative? Nope. Is it my favorite of all times? Probably not. But I think it looks good. I like the palette. I enjoy the palette. I really enjoyed the blush and the bronzer. This I will continue to use. I'm kind of thinking, you guys have to leave me a comment down below. Tell me, should I do a video where I show you all of my palettes for the same brand? Like if I show you all of my C Color Cosmetics palettes, all of my ColourPop, all of my Carity, all of my Natasha Denona, all the different brands. If I just do a video of each one, is there one that you'd like? I do tend to upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. If you would like to be notified, please click the little subscribe button so that you get notified. Ring the bell so that you get notified for all of my videos or a particular playlist if you're not interested in some things, but you are in others. You guys, I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys have something that you would like to see bumped to the top of the list before others, please leave me a comment down below. That's enough of me babbling for now. Until my next video. Bye for now. You know how I know I'm not a makeup artist? Because I grabbed my mascara and I opened my mascara and then I moved my hair back out of my face and dragged the mascara one through my hair, which I just washed this morning. And yeah, so I've got some mascara in my hair. That's awesome.